Okay, so what if music icon Jay Kay of Jamiroquai didn't just rock the stage, but curated a car collection as impressive as his album catalog? Get ready to explore his treasure trove of speed, style, and passion. We're starting out here with the Ferrari Enzo because obviously a collection isn't complete without a car that's practically a walking legend. Only 400 of these were ever made, which already gives it a don't even think about owning one status. But Jay Kay didn't just grab any Enzo off the shelf. No, he got Ferrari to custom make one for him, with a sleek black exterior and a look-at-me green interior. Because why wouldn't you want to show off a car that's already more exclusive than most of us will ever even dream to be? And of course, if you've heard Jay's music, you already know that Enzo inspired his hit song Black Devil Car. As if the car wasn't cool enough, it needed its own soundtrack too. Unfortunately, the poor thing got vandalized. Not that Jay Kay was too devastated, because after all, who wouldn't want to casually repair a rare Ferrari and then move on to his other equally jaw-dropping cars? Would you hold on to a rare gem like this or pass it off like Jay did? Either way, it's the perfect symbol of his love for speed, exclusivity, and a bit of his I'm too cool for this world flair. No proper collection is complete without a Ferrari F40, and Jay Kay clearly knows this. Who needs a Ferrari F40? Oh, right, everybody does. And this isn't just a car, it's an icon, and arguably one of the best Ferraris ever built. With its sharp wedge-shaped body, that massive rear wing, and a turbocharged V8 engine that'll have the hairs on the back of your neck standing up, the F40 gives you that pure, no-nonsense driving experience. You know, the kind of thrill that only a select few will ever get to experience, and Jay Kay is one of them. Jay Kay's F40 is basically his way of saying, yeah, I'm a Ferrari fan and I'm doing it better than you. When this beast debuted in 1987, it was the fastest production car on the planet, touching speeds over 200 miles an hour. And here's the kicker. No flashy tech, no unnecessary gadgets, just a brutal connection between driver and machine. Simple, raw, and unapologetically fast. Sure, Jay's got the LaFerrari, but let's face it, the F40 is the Ferrari that makes the rest of them look a little insecure, classic, timeless, and forever cool. Jay Kay's Porsche Carrera RS 1974 lightweight is a gem that would make any car enthusiast weak in the knees. Produced in a limited run of just 200 units, this beauty is the crown jewel of Porsche's motorsports-inspired engineering from the 1970s. And no, the lightweight tag isn't just for show, it's an actual thing. This car shed every unnecessary pound like it was prepping for a marathon, delivering razor-sharp handling and agility that'll have you hugging corners like a pro. With its iconic flat-six engine and timeless design, this car isn't just a machine, it's a work of art. Jay Kay didn't just park it in his garage and look at it like a trophy, though. He actually drives it. Shocking, right? A car like this isn't meant to sit idle. It's meant to be driven, to feel every curve of the road, and to make that beautiful symphony of air-cooled engine sounds. Honestly, it's like a playlist for your soul. Of course, the Carrera RS is just one of the many Porsche icons Jay Kay's got in his collection. From the Carrera GT to the latest 911 variants, his Porsche lineup is legendary. But this 1974 lightweight, it's the kind of car that makes you rethink what you're doing with your life. What do you get when luxury wears a race car's heart? The Bentley Continental Supersports, of course. Don't let that sleek, polished exterior fool you, though. Beneath the surface, this thing is pure beast mode. With a 6.0-liter W12 engine cranking out 621 horsepower, the Supersports doesn't just purr, it roars. And it doesn't stop there. It hits a top speed of 204 miles an hour. That's luxury with a jet engine, my friends. Think you need a private jet to feel like a boss? Nah, just get behind the wheel of this monster. But of course, Jay Kay doesn't settle for the factory standard. No, his Supersports is a custom tailored with the bespoke touches that scream, "This is my car and you'll never have one like it." Picture Jay cruising the British countryside, the engine growling like it's in the middle of a race while he's lounging in a cabin that's fancier than grandma's living room. It's the Supersports' raw power wrapped in luxury like a velvet fist. Bentley didn't just build this car to be fast, they built it to be iconic, and Jay, being Jay, totally got the memo. This isn't just a car, it's a powerful move, a statement, and in a garage full of legends, it sets the tone perfectly. The Bugatti Veyron isn't just a car, it's a technological mic drop with an 8.0-liter quad-turbocharged W16 engine that cranks out a ridiculous 1,200 horsepower. This thing doesn't just go fast, it redefines the entire concept of speed. Over 250 miles an hour? Yeah, that's not a typo. 250 miles per hour. That's faster than your dreams of winning a race and probably your hairline too. For Jay, the Veyron isn't just a shiny trophy to sit in the garage, it's the ultimate flex. He probably takes it to events just so he can upstage everything around it because, let's be honest, when you got a car this fast, everything else just seems, well, kind of slow and boring in comparison. We're talking about a car that's like the VIP of hypercars. What really makes the Veyron perfect for Jay is how it mirrors his own vibe. Bold, impossible to ignore, and completely over the top. This car didn't just raise the supercar bar, it set it on fire and danced around it in an epic slow-mo sequence. Jay owning one? That's like the universe handing out VIP passes to the I'm too cool for this world club, and Jay's already on that list. Let's talk about royalty. The Ferrari 275 GTB. This is not just a vintage Ferrari, it's a masterpiece of design, engineering, and emotion. Jay Kay didn't just keep this beauty tucked away in his garage, he made it shine on the big screen. You've seen it cruising like a star in his iconic Cloud 9 music video, and let's be honest, it practically steals the show. This is no ordinary car, it's a legend. Under the hood, you got this glorious V12, pure Ferrari magic. It doesn't just roar, it sings, creating a symphony that only a Ferrari can pull off. Add the car's curvaceous, jaw-dropping body and timeless silhouette, and you got something that feels more like a work of art than just a machine. Jay Kay's 275 GTB stands as the epitome for his passion of classic motoring perfection. This car's not just about looks, it takes the legacy all the way back to the 60s, when Ferrari was ruling the track and redefining performance and luxury. It's a symbol, the very definition of exclusivity and taste. Jay Kay's 275 GTB isn't just a car, it's an icon, living history in his collection. This is Ferrari royalty at its finest. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to cruise in the lap of automotive luxury? The Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Roadster answers that question in the most stylish way possible. This isn't just a car, it's an experience, an iconic piece of history that combines timeless elegance with a heart-stirring drive. The Roadster takes the unforgettable gull-wing design of its coupe sibling, strips away the top, and gives you the ultimate open-air freedom while you glide down the road. Under the hood, a 3.0-liter inline-six engine with mechanical fuel injection cranking out 222 horsepower, a true engineering marvel for the 1950s. But let's be honest, it's not all about raw power with this one, it's about the feeling. Imagine Jay Kay effortlessly cruising through winding country roads, sunlight dancing off that gleaming silver body. The sound of the engine hums like a symphony, and you know Jay's soaking it all in. This car's made for those perfect carefree drives that feel like they belong in a movie. Who wouldn't want to feel like a star behind the wheel of this beauty? It's not just a car, it's a dream made real, a timeless masterpiece Jay Kay gets to call his own. Alright, buckle up, because we're diving into the world of true automotive royalty, and trust me, not many people get to see this stuff in person. Enter the Maserati A6G, a car so rare it's basically a unicorn. This isn't just Italian craftsmanship, it's Italian artistry at its finest. We're talking about a Pininfarina design body that looks like it was carved by the gods themselves. With a lightweight 2.0-liter straight-six engine, this car isn't just built for speed, it's built for jaw-dropping, head-turning elegance. But hold on, here's the kicker. Jay Kay's A6G is one of the only handful of these beauties ever made. Let that sink in for a second. Only one of a handful. Meaning this car isn't just rare, it's practically priceless. Seriously, I'm pretty sure if you wanted to buy one, you'd have to start with a small fortune and a lot of luck. Now, let's talk about those swooping curves. This thing is like the Mona Lisa of the car world. Every line and curve is pure sculpture. Jay Kay's taken to some of the most exclusive events, and you know it leaves a trail of gasps and dropped jaws everywhere it goes. For Jay, owning an A6G isn't just about the thrill of speed, it's about owning a piece of history, and honestly, that's way cooler than any track day monster. Have you ever wondered what it feels like to drive pure perfection? Meet the Porsche 911 2.7 RS, the car that redefines driving in its truest form. This 1973 legend isn't just about looks, it's all about that raw driving experience. Powered by a 2.7-liter flat-six engine pushing out 210 horsepower, this car delivers a rush that's hard to beat. It's pure driving joy, the kind of experience that makes you feel like you're part of an exclusive club. But let's talk about why this 911 stands out in Jay Kay's collection. It's more than just a car, it's a dream car. With its lightweight body and that unmistakable ducktail spoiler, this Porsche doesn't just look good, it performs like a beast. The handling razor sharp, the kind of precision that'll have you gripping the wheel, feeling every twist and turn as you own the road. This isn't just driving, it's an experience. Jay Kay's love for this 911 RS is clear. The way he speaks about it, it's the kind of car that speaks to the true enthusiasts, those who appreciate every little detail in the pursuit of perfection. This Porsche is more than just a machine, it's a living legend in Jay's collection. Alright, let's get real for a second. If you've ever looked at a Ferrari LaFerrari and thought, that's the car of my dreams, you're not alone. But here's the kicker. Ferrari didn't just make a supercar, they made a hybrid supercar that laughs in the face of everything we thought we knew about speed and power. With a 6.3-liter V12 engine paired with an electric motor, this masterpiece cranks out a staggering 950 horsepower. That's right, 950. Can you even imagine what the roar sounds like when you push this thing? And naturally, Jay Kay, being Jay Kay, had to add this beast to his already insane collection. Because why not? This car's not just for anyone, it's for someone who lives life loud and fast. Word on the street is his LaFerrari is rocking a jaw-dropping red that matches his bold, larger-than-life personality. But it's not just about the looks, this thing is a technological phenomenon. Ferrari didn't just push the limits, they destroyed them with the LaFerrari. Whether it's burning rubber on the streets or being the center of attention at elite events, this car owns the spotlight. And let's face it, who else but Jay Kay could truly own a car that's this powerful, this innovative, and this downright jaw-dropping? Hold on to your seats because we're about to dive into the Lamborghini Diablo SE30, the car that's basically a middle finger to subtlety. Built to celebrate Lamborghini's 30th anniversary, this car isn't just fast, it's a 525 horsepower powerhouse with all the subtlety of a fireworks display. Jay Kay doesn't just drive it, he owns the road. Imagine cruising in a bold purple Diablo SE30 with that V12 engine roaring like it's pissed off at the world. Yeah, that Jay, making sure everyone knows he's in the room. But it's not just about speed, is it? This car is the automotive equivalent of a neon sign that screams, "Look at me." It's loud, flashy, and completely unapologetic. And that's before we even talk about the sound. The Diablo SE30 has the kind of engine note that could wake up an entire city block. And Jay Kay? He drives it like a man who knows he's living life on his terms. This car is everything Jay Kay is, bold, brash, and impossible to ignore. You don't just own a Diablo SE30, you let the world know you've arrived. So yeah, this Lamborghini doesn't just turn heads, it demands them. And when you got a full personality like Jay Kay, why not go for the full-on spectacle? Next up is the Bugatti Veyron, because why settle for anything less than the fastest production car on the planet? Seriously, if you're talking about speed, the Veyron isn't just in the conversation, it is the conversation. Jay Kay, of course he's got one. And honestly, it says everything you need to know about his taste in cars. Only the best of the best. Let's talk specs for a second. An 8.0-liter quad-turbocharged W16 engine cranking out a mind-melting 1,001 horsepower. Yeah, you heard that right. This hypercar can go from 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds and hit a top speed of 253 miles an hour. Not fast, ridiculous. But it's not just about speed. Nope. Jay Kay's Veyron is rumored to have a custom color scheme that's as unique as his taste in music. Inside, cutting-edge tech and luxury that scream, "I've made it." This car isn't just about horsepower, it's about appreciating the kind of craftsmanship that made car enthusiasts everywhere rethink their life choices. Parked in Jay's garage or tearing up the highway, the Veyron is a statement, and that statement, go big or go home. And Jay, well, he's clearly not going home anytime soon. Have you ever wondered what James Bond would drive if he was, actually trying to show off instead of saving the world? Well, the Aston Martin DB5 is that car. And guess what? Jay Kay owns one, because of course, why wouldn't he? If you're going to have a car that's been in more spy films than actual spies, you might as well have the original. Under the hood, this beauty packs a 4.0-liter straight-six engine with 282 horsepower. Now, let's be clear. Today, that's not going to win any races, but back in the 60s, This was the car to beat. It goes from 0 to 60 in just 7.1 seconds, which is pretty quick for a car that's more about making an entrance than crossing the finish line first. Jay Kay's DB5 has reportedly been restored to perfection, keeping all of its classic charm while still being ready for a stylish road trip. For him, it's not just a car, it's a statement, class, sophistication, and yes, just a little bit of that Bond magic. Because why settle for less when you can own the legend? Buckle up, because here comes the Gordon Murray T50, probably the most purebred supercar you'll ever see. You know, the kind of car that makes every other supercar look like it's trying too hard. Designed by Gordon Murray, the genius behind the McLaren F1, this is a supercar that doesn't need gimmicks, just pure unadulterated engineering perfection. Now, let's talk about that engine, a naturally aspirated 3.9-liter V12 developed by Cosworth, delivering 654 horsepower and revving up to a mind-blowing 12,100 RPM. Oh, and it's so light, you'll wonder if it's made of feathers. Just under 1,000 kilograms. I mean, if a car could do yoga, this would be it. Nimble, flexible, and ready to do a twist and turn through the road like it owns the place. Jay Kay, yeah, he's one of the lucky few to own this masterpiece. With only 100 units ever made, it's like having the Mona Lisa of the car world, if the Mona Lisa could outrun everything else on the road. The T50 isn't just a car, it's a flex, and Jay Kay, he's got it in his collection. Talk about taking car ownership to a whole new level. And here it is, the one car that absolutely owns the top spot in Jay Kay's collection, the Lamborghini Miura SV. You think you know about supercars? Well, this is the original, the OG. Back in the 1970s, when cars were still figuring out what it meant to go fast, the Miura SV was already out there making history with its 4.0-liter V12 engine cranking out 385 horsepower. It wasn't just fast, it was a revolution. Top speed, 180 miles an hour. In the 70s, the competition didn't even know what hit them. But wait, there's more to this Miura SV than just speed and power. It's practically an icon. Ever seen the All Right music video by Jamiroquai? Yep, that's this beauty. Talk about turning a car into pop culture royalty. Not many cars can claim this level of fame, and Jay Kay's Miura SV takes it all in stride. The bright orange paint, it's not just eye-catching, it's borderline blinding. But hey, when you're this gorgeous, you get to pull off the boldest of statements. This Miura isn't just a car, it's a rolling piece of art, a slice of automotive history, and a symbol of Jay Kay's taste for the finest things in life. Jay Kay's A Car Collection is more than just a garage. It's a love letter to automotive history and innovation. Which car blew you away the most? Let us know, and don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe.